Why do you feel living benefits is a calling?
My parents never taught me. I didn't learn this until I was 48 years old. I'm a single mom. What if I get hurt?
If you can explain what you do, your passion, you feel called to do in your language, what would you say? Hi, my name is Denise Do, CIO of Ensuring Impact, and we're here to be beyond insurance. And I'm so excited to interview our top leaders. And the reason why we want to interview these top leaders is because they're really making a difference in their community. People from different backgrounds. We have veterans, we have immigrants, we have single moms, we have people who lost everything and gained it back. And it was all because of this platform. It was all because of this community, and all because we have a culture to cultivate the right values and the right things. And I can't wait for you to hear from them. Hi, Angelica.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I've been so excited to have this conversation with you.
And I've been so nervous to have it.
Hey, and that's when you know it's about growth.
Yes.
And if it's anything, remember it's not about us, because I know your community looks up to you a lot and they're excited to hear your voice, and this is your moment.
I'm hoping so. I'm working on it.
Yes. So Angelica, just kind of introduce yourself and let us know a little bit more about you. Where are you from? What's your background?
Okay, so my name's Angelica Reynoso. I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Been in the same house 53 years, going on 54. Where I am today, it's been a long, I'm going to say hard, hurtful journey. I started off as a successful realtor, was doing well, and I just got slapped in the face with life.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of unexpectedly got thrown into PNC, took over an office, and 3 years later I met someone that introduced living benefits. And I thought, this is my calling. This is what I need to do, and this is how I got here.
Wild. So why do you feel living benefits is a calling for you?
I would say because in my community, they're very stubborn. We're not taught about financial planning. We're not taught leave something for your children. We're not taught get at least life insurance for if you die.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids are not going to suffer and be left with a burden to pay for your funeral costs. They just don't teach us that. So people seeing the people around me dying, two aunts died of cancer, struggling to find out how are they going to get their treatment, and a family of 6 leaving all the burden on one sibling. I only have one brother. That burden's going to fall on me.
Right.
So I don't my community needs to be educated the most. That, teach them about there's so many ways you can use a life insurance policy to fund either your funeral, or your kids' college education. I mean, there's just so many ways.
There's so many ways, and I don't think many people will know, and I'm going to highlight this about you, but you're a trusted advisor in the community.
I am.
Because you're an enrolled agent or a tax expert,
Yes,
right? So you have an office. P&C stands for property and casualty, I think car and home and auto, right?
Yes.
So they come to you for everything. You're almost like that one-stop shop.
Yes.
Right? But you do a lot of work. Your work ethics is amazing.
Thank you.
And what I see in you is you take every moment as an opportunity to pour into your client.
I do. Every chance I get.
Every time. Sometimes I got to remind you to eat.
Yes, everyone does.
It's like, come on, but that's your heart. And you said something powerful. You're like, my community is stubborn. Why do you think that is? Even though we're not taught it, but you have a trusted advisor trying to teach it. But why do you feel there's resistance?
They've never been taught. My parents never taught me. I didn't learn this until I was 48 years old. Watching everybody around me struggle. Life insurance, living benefits.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom. What if I get hurt? Who's going to take care of my children?
Right.
Daughter goes to a private school. Who's going to pay for that? And it just got me to thinking, I will not leave that burden on my children. I will not leave them with anything. I want a legacy for them.
Wow.
I want to build something for them.
You just had to ask the right questions, or someone had to ask you the questions, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was what it takes. And I'm glad that you're able to do it and translate it in different languages.
That's the most beautiful thing.
Isn't it?
Translate it as many languages as you can.
Okay, so I may not understand, but our audience will, or your audience will. If you can explain what you do, your passion, you feel called to do in your language, what would you say?
I would say I bring relief to people who need it the most, people who are sick, people who might have, as we call it, dinero bajo del colchón. We put our money in the mattress. We might cut a hole in there and we're going to stick it in there. And somehow I think if we sleep on it, it's going to grow.
Yeah.
You know, my father did that for years.
Mm.
I could smell his money. I knew where it was. I knew it was in the safe in the closet.
Wow.
Like Dad. So, you know, my dad's come a long ways. I've done an annuity for him.
Wow.
He has already asked me, have you got life insurance plans for your kids? What do you have set up for them? This is my dad. He didn't talk to me about it, but he wants to make sure my kids have it. So.
And also, I think it's because he hears you say it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You're about it.
He
It's not a
sends me
fact.
clients. He tells people about what I do. Yes. Yeah, I'm amazed at my dad. He talks to people about what I do and what you can do with the life insurance plan. He never did those things for me. I'm thinking, where did this man come from?
What do you think that shift is from, hey, he never did this, possibly you felt like he didn't believe in you, but something had to shift for him to start being that man today? What do you think that shift is?
I think he sees me on my calls. He sees me on my Zooms. He listens to what we talk about. He sees me learning. He sees me enthusiastic in what I do. And I think he sees my enthusiasm. He knows I love what I do. My daughter listens to me. She tries to copy the words that I say.
How old is your daughter?
She's 10, almost 11.
Speaking financial literacy, that's a huge impact.
She's taken over from me. She is just a whole child in her own world.
And you're setting such a great example for her.
I try.
I have one last question for you, Angelica. How would you like to ensure impact beyond insurance?
I would like to try to reach as many families as I can before it's too late. Get out of my comfort zone and talk to them, whether I feel like they're going to understand me or push me away. At least let me get that one sentence in. Let me catch that one thing that might hang on to. We're setting up meetings with small minority business owners. A lot of them don't have 401ks to offer them. So I'm trying to give them, offer your employees one more thing. Let's offer them living benefits. They look good. I look good. So my goal for 2024 is to reach, I don't know how many families, lots of them, through the businesses, we go to elementary schools to talk about college planning. So 2024 is going to be my year.
It already is. I already see it. You're doing it, and we're cheering you on. So thank you so much for your impact, Angelica.
Thank you.
Cut. Good job.